It's terrible, like really terrible. Like I hate being outside. The heat, it irritates me a lot. I have asthma and I can't really be in heat as much. So with less shade and more heat, I'm usually staying home.
17-year-old ODALYS PEREZ has lived her whole life in Red Hook, a neighborhood in South Brooklyn that was hit hard by Superstorm Sandy in 2012. Today, she's working on a new neighborhood initiative called Cool Streets.
We're building benches for people to sit just because, the heat, and they're also trying to put like something over it so it provides shade and provides air.
The idea behind Cool Streets is having community resilience through bringing together designers and community youth to build shade structures, water elements, to keep the community from suffering through the heat during the summer months.
So Cool Streets kind of came into our imagination because we started looking at COVID as an implicator for multiple disasters happening simultaneously. And, we're always thinking about the fall and the flood season, but heat is maybe even more important to address because it's a constant and it's just going to keep happening every year. Our temperatures are rising. We have really serious vulnerable communities that are going to be impacted.
Red Hook is home to the largest public housing development in Brooklyn, and renovations from Sandy are still ongoing. During construction, the city removed about 450 trees that previously provided shade for residents. The response to one climate crisis, hurricanes and storm surges, has inadvertently complicated another one, extreme heat.
It's hot, it's COVID, and it's construction. Those don't go together. With the parks being limited, it's not a lot of activity in the park, and they also cut trees that line the beginning of the park. So to sit there, it's like you're just right into the sun.
It's been really unfortunate with COVID. A lot of traditional cooling centers that are sponsored by the city in typical response to summer heat have been closed or are still trying to figure out how they can open.
Closure of the Red Hook pool, now a COVID testing site, is a disappointment to the community who saw it as an oasis in an otherwise urban heat island.
I have a heat gun, so a temperature sensor, in a parking lot. It was a 96-degree day, and in the shade, the earth was 96 degrees. But on the street, it was 135 degrees.
It's like basically an urban heat island. So we have all these buildings together, all that heat is trapped, and it has nowhere else to go. They've been doing construction here, and so there's not a lot of shaded areas, so we don't have many places to cool off. So having these benches here with some shading, I think it'll be good for the community.
Cool street structures could look like anything, which I think is a beautiful idea that, you can design things in a number of different ways, but cool streets are really looking at how you bring the temperature down in a specific location.
Why is this thing not walking now?
The future of Cool Streets is continuing to build, and there we're trying to be responsive to community needs.
We be so much in the house, so we need to go out.
It's something different que in the community, and the kids like it,
It's a resource that we can use, definitely. So hopefully, the kids will be able to utilize it and enjoy some of the summer.